So a while ago I was watching a DVD on my computer. I got a 32-inch 1440p monitor, great for movies if they're in decent quality. I put the DVD in and it looked like garbage. Just a pixelated mess, blurry like I was watching an old YouTube video. And then it made me wonder, why the hell is DVD still around? Seriously, this still kind of baffles me. The short answer is because most devices can still play DVD, and most people don't want to replace all their DVDs with Blu-rays. But the long answer is a lot more complicated than that. Let's get into it. DVD was first introduced in 1997. Yeah, DVD is over 20 years old. VHS lasted even longer before it died, but that's another topic for another video. 20 years ago, the quality of DVD video was outstanding. But nowadays, we've had HD video for around 20 years as well. Keep in mind, the PS2 and original Xbox were both capable of playing DVDs, but they could both output 720p and even 1080i in some cases. And those consoles came out in 2000 and 2001 respectively, not long after the DVD format launched. And only a few years later, in 2006, Blu-ray launched, with 1080p movie releases seeming to be the nail in the coffin for DVD. Or not. Obviously not. You can still buy DVDs. But why? DVD's maximum resolution was 720 by 480, and that's great and all for 1997. But compare that to Blu-ray's current maximum of UHD 4K, or 3840 by 2160. Look at that! As TVs get larger, and their resolutions get better, and their prices get lower, more and more people are investing in large, high-resolution TVs. Yet a format that is less than an eighth of the resolution of their brand new giant fucking TV is still being sold. And the worst part is that the effective resolution of your DVD might be even worse than that. If your movie has a non-standard aspect ratio, such as 2.35 by 1 or 21 by 9, which are common aspect ratios for movies to be shot in, your resolution could go even lower. Most movies are shot in a 21 by 9 aspect ratio, which is great for large movie screens, but not so great for your home TV or computer monitor, which usually have 16 by 9 aspect ratios. To compensate for this, movies are letterboxed, which reduces the vertical resolution of the movies in order to fit the entire 21 by 9 movie on your 16 by 9 screen. This is why you'll sometimes see empty space on the top and bottom of your movie, why it doesn't fill the entire screen. For Blu-ray, you could have up to 2,160 vertical pixels to cut out, and the resolution normally gets reduced to around 3840 by 1600. With that many pixels to sacrifice, the resolution is still pretty good. Hell, it's better than the monitor I'm using to edit this video. But for DVD, that number of vertical pixels to sacrifice maxes out at 480, which means for a 21 by 9 movie to be letterboxed, your resolution gets cut to 720 by 302. Only 302 pixels compared to Blu-ray's 1600. You don't need to be good at math to tell how much of an improvement that is. I know I'm making Blu-ray sound like the most amazing format in the world, and I'll admit I'm romanticizing a bit. The hardware to play back 4K Blu-rays is expensive, and you still need a 4K TV to properly view and enjoy them. So let me compare DVD against a more standard 1080p Blu-ray. 1080p is only a fourth of 4K, so the quality compared to 4K Blu-rays isn't stellar. But compared to DVD, it's still dramatically better. And before anyone writes an angry comment telling me how stupid I am, I know that Blu-rays and consumer televisions are technically UHD, not true DCI 4K. But I'm calling it 4K. Shut up. Here's the resolution of a typical DVD. Now here's a 1080p Blu-ray. Now a 4K Blu-ray. You can see how DVD just gets left in the dust. It definitely looks like a 20-year-old format. And Blu-ray's been around since 2006, almost 15 years now. And HD content has been mainstream for over 10 years now. So why hasn't DVD died yet? Why are so many companies continuing to support this aging format? In this day and age, it's just bad now. But companies are still releasing movies for it. I can still rent DVDs from Redbox. Are people just saving money buying DVDs? Or are some people just not buying Blu-ray players despite them being widely available and cheap? Hell, they can even play DVDs. Wait, shit, is it the backwards compatibility? Well, I'm going to explore all of these options. First, let's go to Amazon and do some shopping. I'm going to find a handful of movies and TV shows and compare their prices on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K Blu-ray. Because contrary to what you might think, the price difference between Blu-ray and DVD isn't too great most of the time. Yellowstone, Season 3, $20 for the DVD, $25 for the Blu-ray. A $5 difference, not bad at all. All 8 Harry Potter films, $40 for the DVD, $38 for the Blu-ray. Wait, what? The Blu-ray box set is actually cheaper than the DVD. Damn, what a deal. I don't think price is much of a factor anymore. Oh. The 4K Blu-ray is $100. Yeah, price is definitely a factor. At least they come with standard Blu-rays as well, which is a pattern that all of the other 4K movies and TV shows on this list will follow. Friends, the complete series. $60 for both sets. Damn, the price of standard 1080p Blu-rays really come down over the years. Twilight Saga. $20 for the DVD, $19 for the Blu-ray. Again, practically the same prices for both. I'm honestly shocked. Frozen 2. $15 for DVD, $18 for Blu-ray and DVD, and $16 for the Blu-ray 4K set. Fast and Furious 8 movie collection. $30 for DVD, $45 for Blu-ray, and $60 for the 4K Blu-ray set. Total Recall. $8 for DVD, $10 for Blu-ray, $13 for the 4K Blu-ray set. This illustrates a clear price difference between the three formats, but the 4K Blu-ray just seems to come with the standard Blu-rays the majority of the time, which helps to justify the price. 1917. $12 for DVD, $10 for Blu-ray, $14 for 4K Blu-ray. Tenet. That's a new movie, so I expect the prices to reflect that. $18 for the DVD, $15 for the standard Blu-ray, and $30 for the 4K Blu-ray set. Alright, last one. House MD, the complete series. I love this show. I recently finished it and loved every second of it. $80 for the complete Blu-ray set and $94 for the DVD. Is that a joke? That's fucking ridiculous. And the box for the DVD version looks really bad. I found the DVD version for $85 with a bit more digging, but it's still more expensive than the Blu-ray version. So there you have it. I don't know about you guys, but DVD was mostly pretty close to standard Blu-ray. I didn't notice a significant price difference most of the time, not enough to persuade most people into buying DVDs, assuming they own a device that can play Blu-rays. Speaking of which, how much are Blu-ray players now? Are people still buying DVDs because Blu-ray players are still expensive? I'm off to Best Buy to find out. 4K Blu-ray players seem to be around $150 and higher. Standard Blu-ray players are around $70 and higher, and DVD-only players are around $40 and lower. I even found one for $30. Of course, this is Best Buy. We aren't likely to find any deals here. Let's try Walmart. Walmart has a 4K Blu-ray player for $125, a Blu-ray player for $50, and a DVD-only player for $24.96. Damn. So there's definitely a price difference for Blu-ray players, especially 4K Blu-ray players. But that begs the question, is that price difference enough to stray people away from Blu-ray? Or is the expense of moving their existing DVD libraries over to Blu-ray keeping DVD alive? When it comes down to it, I think it might be the backwards compatibility. If your newfangled Blu-ray player can play DVDs and you just don't care about the increase in quality, why not just keep buying DVDs? Nowadays, Blu-ray and Blu-ray players have become so cheap, I can't recommend that you buy DVDs over standard 1080p Blu-rays. 4K Blu-ray players are pretty expensive, and the movies do carry a bit of a premium, but if you have a TV or monitor to enjoy those movies, you should spend the extra money on a 4K player. Otherwise, 1080p hasn't been phased out yet, because it's still adequate for most people. 80% of households in the US have HD TVs, which is part of the reason why DVD's long life baffles me. 480p is still standard definition, and needs to be phased out. Nearly everyone that has DVDs has a TV that can show them how bad DVDs actually look, and yet the format hasn't died yet. So to the 5 big companies that helps develop DVD, please, kill it. Because technology can't really move forward until we move on.